Rise and shine, beautiful people. Rise and shine. It's time to get on in here and let us get the ball rolling. I think it's important. I think it's important to get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Woo! Get up, get up, get up, get up. It's all about effective living, baby. Come on, I want you to declare that with me. It's all about effective living. Day 3, y'all. Day 3, 30 things in 30 days. Man, people have been contacting me and they've been talking about, hey, Ricardo, I made my 30 things in 30 days and I've been working at them. I've already started to work at it. Day 3, you can join the challenge. Okay, we've got the challenge, and I've seen a lot of you guys have connected with the challenge, and I'm so happy, so proud, so simply amazed by the amount of people that reached out. We have over 80 persons who have contacted me and said, I'm a part of the challenge, man. I'm a part of the challenge. And so I am so grateful, because there are others who are just like me that are committed to getting the most out of their year. Okay, there are others who are committed to getting the most out of their life. Now, here's what I know. Days are expensive. Okay, days are expensive. And so by the end of the month of June, somebody said, well, I always do more than 30 things within a month. I'm talking about intentional things. I'm talking about things where you're paying attention to what you're doing. Okay? How many of y'all feel me? You're paying attention to what you are doing. There you go. Watch this, hashtag effective 30. You're going to push these 30 things out. Things about your health, things about your environment, things about your money, things about your association. I decided I'm going to do a live this evening about my 30 things, because I think that with day 3, there are people who can still get in on this thing, Keno McCartney. There are people who can still get in on this. So I decided that I'm going to go ahead and do a live this evening that I'm going to talk about my 30 things. I've made a list of 30 things. I need y'all to get the word out, man, because there are too many people who feel as though days are going so fast and they don't know, oh my goodness, I don't have time for anything. Such a lousy excuse. I don't have time for anything. I don't have time for anything. No, you're just a poor manager. Okay? You're a poor manager. You're not managing your life well, and that's where you are. Okay? And what I'm saying to you is, if you simply would make a commitment to at least write down the things you said you want to do this month, you will be amazed what you're able to produce within a month. Days are expensive, guys. Don't you ever forget it. Okay? A day wasted is a day you won't have again. And what are you trying to do? You're trying to capitalize on the fact that when a day is gone, you don't get that day back. And you've got this month to work it. Yeah, 30 and 30. Come on, 30 and 30. You are on the mission with me. If you have not taken the time out to write down, I don't care when you're watching this, once you're still in that mid-window of June, tell yourself, I'm jumping on the bandwagon. I'm jumping on, man. I am joining the challenge. I am not going to allow my days just to go like this. I'm not going to allow my day. I'm going to work my days. I'm going to work my vision in small practical steps to help me to get ahead. Okay? All right? Don't fake it until you make it. Work it until you make it. Make those lists. Make him clear, and then work the list, okay? Somebody said, oh, Sheila said, I completed my list. That's what I'm talking about. I completed my list. So this evening, I've had a number of requests. I've heard you guys. Y'all want to hear what's on my list. Y'all want to hear how I constructed my list. So this evening, I'm going to do a video, and I'm going to talk about my 30 in 30. 30 things I'm doing in 30 days. And all it is about helping me to be a little bit more productive, get a little bit more done within this particular month. And it's not about being busy. It's not about being busy. It's about making sure that the month of June is well put together, and I'm engaging at a high level of productivity to ensure that July becomes a month that works in favor of June. Okay? What we are about is making sure that each month is working in direct proportion of the other month. Each month is working in direct proportion of the other month. Why? Because there are too many people who are saying, I don't have enough time. My God, you have been quarantined. We're dealing with a pandemic, and everything has shifted, and you still say you ain't got enough time. You know why? Because you're not managing yourself in your days. Okay? I want to teach and I want to help people to learn how to take control of their lives. So today my focus is for those of you that are following this conversation on an early morning, weekly habit. You're forming this thing and you're working this out to ensure that, hey, I like where Ricardo's going with this thing. It's helping me and I'm checking it out daily. I love you guys. I love you. I really, really do. And you're my motivation, man. You help to inspire me to keep doing this thing. Okay, but this morning I want to talk about a healthy mind. Okay, I want to talk about a healthy mind in conjunction to a healthy body. A healthy mind and a healthy body is critical for effective living. Somebody needs to write that down. A healthy mind and a healthy body. I'm connecting both of them. A healthy mind and a healthy body is critical for effective living. Here's the truth. You could start reading all of the content, going to all of the classes, getting all of the certification. But if you don't take care of your body, you're going to find yourself not wanting to get out of bed. You're going to find yourself feeling overwhelmed and so tired and suppressed. And what happens is, guys, your body is the vehicle that you're going to use to fulfill your assignment. Okay? But here's what I need you to know. I need you to know it all really starts with you making sure that you have a healthy mind. Or stinking thinking has been holding us back for too long. Okay? Yeah, that's what I call it, stinking thinking. Okay? I call it also limiting thinking. Stinking thinking has kept us back for too long. And you and I have to know. Listen, a healthy mind and a healthy body is critical for effective living. You're going to have to take care of your body. You're going to have to take care of your body. You're going to have to take care of your mind. So during the month of June, one of the things on my list is I'm exercising every morning. Somebody said, well, what's your rest day? I do different parts because I'm working on that six-pack, y'all. I'm working on that six-pack. So I'm putting in some form of work, not over-aggressive work, but I'm putting in some kind of work every day, and that's a part of my deal for the entire month of June, okay? And I don't do this all the time, but I'm going all in the entire month of June. I want to reach all of my circles on my Apple Watch because I want to take care of this body because here's what I know. This body is going to be the tool that I want to use when I'm 95 years old, should God give me the liberty or the option or the opportunity to be able to be here, okay, at 95, at 100. So what I'm saying to you is a messed up mind, though, an unhealthy mind is a horrible thing to have, and a lot of people don't even know it. Most people have not taken the time to clean out their mindset. Okay? And so what we are the subtotal of the thoughts and the books and the culture and the exposure, all of those things that have been working in us, the educations we have acquired over the experiences, all of it has been conditioning our mind. So our mindsets have been formed even from our youth. While we were growing up, we were being conditioned. We've been taught certain things that are wrong. Okay, we've been taught some things, Franco Charles, that are wrong. And it's important that you guys not only have a healthy body, but you need to have a healthy mind. How do you know a person has a messed up mind? When they open their mouth, it expresses what's in their head. Okay? When a person opens their mouth, it expresses what is in their head. Okay? Oftentimes it also is in direct proportion of what you do daily. What's going on in your head, you're going to do eventually in manifestation of your actions. Your speech is a clear indication of what's going on in your head. Okay? But there are some people who have disciplined themselves to be able to say the right things, but yet in their head, the mindset, the conditioning that they have, that's been formed already, it's still hurting them because they're not paying attention. Listen, guys, some people are overcluttered. Some people are information hoarders. Okay? And what happens is, I was talking about cleaning out your space. And at some point, you got to realize bad information, good information. Bad information, good information. And you got to constantly be cleaning out. You got to tell yourself, you want to write this down. You've got to tell yourself, I have to unlearn what I should have never learned in the beginning. Okay? Come on. You need to say that to yourself. I have to unlearn what I should have never learned in the beginning. Okay? It's almost like I have to get rid of the thoughts that I have that I should have never had in the beginning. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's so rich. Oh, that is so good. That is so good. Brady Robinson, did you hear me? I have to get rid of the thoughts that I have that I should not have, but I got it. Okay? How many of you guys have bought stuff and you know you don't even use that crap? Okay, you store it up in your closet. It's all in your pantry. I mean, you got stuff all in the corner of your room. You got stuff all over your house. You can barely walk around in your garage because you just been collecting stuff because at some point you thought it was worth getting. Someone gave it to you. For whatever reason, you've been collecting stuff. Okay? Most of us have not paid attention to our mindsets in relations to what we have collected over time. Oh, Ricardo, you're helping people today. Oh, everybody should share this right now because there are people who are wanting to change, but they can't change because the conditioning that has been formed in their minds, in the mindset that has literally caused them to now become paralyzed. In other words, you're overtaken by the information you have collected thus far, and it has become a stronghold. I'm talking about a thought that has been locked in, and even though you want to break free, that bad idea about money is causing you to be broke. That bad idea about people is causing you to not have friends. That bad idea about relationship is causing you to lose every relationship that come close to you. You end up having these ideas that causes you to show up wrong. When good people show up, you show out and you find yourself losing those good people. Thank you all for the 2 or 3 little hearts. Somebody is feeling me this morning. All I know, my Bible teaches, and it's your Bible too, if you read the Bible, it says, watch this, as a man thinketh, so is he. But very few of us have been taught how to clean out our minds. Okay, that's why meditation is important. Okay, it says study to show yourself approved. What you got to do is you have to literally, okay, Melissa, you got to literally make a note. That's why journaling is so good. Denola, journaling, you write down what you believe. And then you need to investigate. You need to study. What is it that I believe? Watch this, and make sure that what I believe is working for me. Because it's possible for you to have a foundational belief system that is hurting you. Okay? I've heard people say stuff that literally is costing them and they don't even know because they just don't know that they don't know. And they're convinced to believe a lie, but they don't know it's a lie because it's their truth. And how sad it is to have a foundational truth that you have decided to hold on to that's limiting or completely wrong. Oh. And here's the truth. When you discover what's wrong that you've been living by, it's not as easy just to say, I'm not going to do that anymore. All of you guys who have been watching me, you've heard something that have been suggested that you know that resonates with your spirit, that you have heard before. Your doctor has suggested, a banker has suggested, someone on the news has said this is a healthy practice to engage in, but you have been programmed in your mind to hear the truth, but not apply the truth you hear. So now what is happening, guys, I am one just like you. Every day I'm getting up with the fight of my life. The fight to do what I've discovered. Oh my goodness, the fight. And so here's what I found out. It is all in the mind. Oh, it's in the mind. So the Bible teaches us, it says, casting down every vain imagination and every high thought that exalts itself against the knowledge of God. What is the knowledge of God? The knowledge of God is actually truth. Okay? It's truth. So what you want to do is you want to be in pursuit of truth, because here's what else it says in the good book. It says the truth shall set you free. Where the truth need to be accepted? The truth needs to be accepted in your mind. The truth need to be accepted in your head. But what I need you to do is I need you to clean up your mindset. Okay? Clean up. That's why I feel so good having turned off the TV and got it out of my place. Because what happened is I realized everything is actually throwing stuff at me. Everything is throwing, and so I'm obese in my head. Oh, not literal head. I know I got a big head, but not a literal head. I could be a little somewhat obese in my head. Not really, okay? I got a full size, nice size head. Don't do it. So, but watch this. What happens is we collect all this crap, okay? We collect all this stuff. And we find ourselves eventually knowing everything, a little of everything. You go inside some people's house, they got a little of everything. They got crap everywhere. It's like, my God, you got everything, huh? You got everything. It starts to make your place stink. It makes your place smelly. How many of y'all know what I'm talking about? Because you've just collected too much crap. Okay? And what happens is there are people who have that like that in their minds, man. Now, watch this. A lot of valuable stuff is in here, but a lot of crap is in here. Unhealthy mindset. Oh, Ricardo, you diving in. It's the ugly truth. You are never going to change if your mind doesn't change. Come on. Okay? Write that down. You're never going to change if your mindset doesn't change. And so what you got to do is you got to go on a mission. You got to get on a journey. You got to literally say it's not enough just to speak good thoughts. Because there's a fight that's going on. The fight is in the mind. Joyce Meyer wrote a great book. She called it The Battle of the Mind, okay? I mean a great book. I am asking you today. To pay attention during the month of June of declutterizing your mind, organizing what's in your head. What's in your head? I feel so good. I feel so great in this season. It's like meditating and being able to identify all of the categories in your life. And then you start, watch this, you go ahead in your mind and you go ahead and make a container store purchase and you start categorizing the good, healthy thoughts that you have collected over up to this point. And then what I want you to do is I want you to literally shred some crap, okay? I want you to go ahead and just clean out some closets, clean out in your head. I'm talking about in your head. This is deep stuff. If you ain't feeling me right now, you need to go watch some other boring YouTube channel video or something. But I'm telling you guys, right now, the struggle is here. The struggle is here. Effective living is possible for all of us, but we're going to have to put in the work. And even though your heart's desire is to live at another level, your conditioning up to this point, based on your mindset, is going to hold you right where you are. That's why they tell you, read. Reading allows you to become exposed to the appropriate information that you're supposed to know. But I'm about to push this thing a little bit further. What I need you to do is, as you collect the right content, come on, y'all hear me, as you collect the right content, what I want you to do also, I need you to learn how to have quiet time. This is what has been making the difference in Ricardo's life. I feel great this morning because you know what? This is the difference maker. Not only have I been collecting information, not only have I been collecting the information, what I've been doing is I've been getting rid of information. I've been getting rid of that junk that I kept for 18 years. I've kept this for 40 years. I've kept this, this happened to me when I was a child and I learned long time ago. You ever hear people say stuff like that? I learned long time ago. Let me tell you something. People, it's something about people. Get rid of those horrible thoughts that you have allowed to stay planted and rooted in your head and in your spirit. Oh my goodness, I can't win for losing because every time I get money, I lose money because you have been conditioned up to this point based on your mindset. Just collect, get, not realizing you don't need nothing. You don't need nothing. I went in the store yesterday and I started I'm going to buy me a couple of things. And then I asked myself, what in the world? Why am I buying something? I don't even need this stuff. I told the lady at the register, I'm sorry. I'm going to go put this back. I don't need this stuff. She said, well, I'll take it back. I said, well, thank you very much. I was on the phone. I went off and continued my conversation. You know how we walk in the store, we just start picking up stuff. You get home. Listen, I got 4 or 5 outfits in my closet that I haven't worn yet, okay? I got stuff. And I'm not a hoarder, man. I don't have a bunch of stuff, but I realize, why are you spending when you don't need to spend? You know, we go through the drive-thru only to buy food when we got food in the refrigerator, we got cupboard. I mean, we got food at home, but you still go through the drive-thru. Then at the end of the month, you say, well, you know what, man, I can't make it financially, man. They need to pay me more. No, you need to manage better. Okay? You need to manage yourself better. You need to discipline yourself and identify what's going on here. You need to figure out why is it that as soon as money come, I got to go ahead and spend that money. Okay? You got to know, man. You got to know. I'm not going all over the place. I'm sticking right here. It's all here. It's all here. It's all here. But what I'm saying to you is, I don't want you to just collect the good content. This is what normally you hear people say. Readers are leaders. Collect good information. Watch my videos. Hear these truths and accept them. I'm telling you, that's a part of what you got to do to get to the next level. But I'm pushing it a little bit further. I'm pushing it a little bit further. Where am I pushing you? I'm pushing you to understand you better clean out your mind. You need a healthy mindset. You need a healthy mind. And so what you got to do now is you got to learn how to detox. You got to learn how to clean out what shouldn't be there. What idea you were taught when you were a kid that you kept that was wrong? What idea you captured when you were in school that you kept that is wrong? What idea you heard even at a church, some religious service, someone said something, and it was an idea they said that they were convinced of, and they said it as a truth. You grabbed the whole of it, and it is wrong. And now you got all this stuff in your head. You got a bunch of stuff in your head, but now you're finding yourself actually with a cluttered space, and you can't find, listen, everywhere you go, you're like, that person is talking the truth. It's like you can connect with everybody, but nothing they're saying to you is helping you because all you've been doing is collecting content. You've not been getting rid of the crap that you should have never kept in the first place. Some of that stuff you need to decide, watch this, whenever you listen to someone like myself, whenever you watch YouTube videos, whenever you read books, whenever, you got to start eating the watermelon and spit out the seed. You got to learn and identify what's for me and what's not for me. That's first and foremost. The second thing you need to do is after you have identified a truth, you're going to say, what did I believe about that truth prior to what I just heard or prior to what I just read? Okay? I've read lately, this is one of the things I discovered. I learned that you want to stay away from canned goods. I mean, there ain't no canned goods. Those are canned poisons, okay? Those are canned, whatever is in cans, those long, that can last for 2 years in the can, even though they have the expiration date, and most poor people don't even care about the expiration date because as long as the can's not open, they think it's okay. You got to think about that. Think about that. That stuff in that can has been there for a year, and you're about to eat that stuff, okay? So once I learned that, then I said, where did that come from? Where did I get the belief that the can thing was the good thing? Okay, where did I get the belief from that you know I should have a TV in my room and I need to go to bed with TV on? Where did I get the belief from that as soon as I get paid, I need to pay my bills? Why can't I live beyond paycheck to paycheck for bill connection? I want to be able to pay my bills without having to wait for a paycheck. How many of y'all know what I'm saying? Where did I get the idea from that I'm living based on my paycheck? How about I'm living based on my investments? Okay? Where did I get the idea from? You can't trust those type of people. Okay, where did I get that from? Where did I get that from? And now that I know better, am I still storing that in a box somewhere in my head? Oh, I'm helping someone today. Diving in. This boy head ain't big for nothing, okay? This boy head ain't big for nothing. What I'm saying to you, you better go ahead and start cleaning up in there. There's some stuff you got to get rid of. You've had some relationship that has messed you up, and you still got boxes of stuff stored in here. Okay? Listen, you need to get rid of some stuff. Okay? I've decided I'm going back over my life, and I look back at different seasons. Listen, if I bought a tie that was in a bad season that reminded me of a bad season, I get rid of that tie. I just want to make sure nothing. I'm not going to keep anything in my life that's not adding value to me and helping me to perform at my best. Declutterize your space. It's up to you to get to the point where you need to ensure that the rest of your life becomes the best of your life. Declutterize your space. Go in your head. How do you do that, Ricardo? I'm glad you asked. I'm going to have a webinar at the end of the month. I'm going to have a webinar. We're going to talk about how do you stop for a moment and get to the place where you can start addressing the things you need to really address at the core. At the core. You're going to have to put some work in if it's going to happen, or else you're going to become aware of the truth and you'll be able to refer to the truth, but you will never have the fruit of the truth that you've become aware of. And that is unfortunate. There are a lot of people who know what I'm saying is truth, and they are not experiencing the result from what I've just said. You got to tell yourself, I am telling myself, I refuse to be a guy who talks the talk but not live the walk, okay? I'm not faking it until I make it. I'm working it until I make it. And that's why the 30 goals, 30 things in 30 days is important, because I am constructing the life I desire. Let's close out with that statement. I'm constructing the life I desire. Come on, let's all declare it. I'm constructing the life I desire. And a part of that is going to require me to construct the mindset that I need to move forward. Okay? That means there are some materials that you have captured and you have kept for a while that you need to get rid of. Okay? There are materials, there are resources that you got gathered early on that you thought was good for you, and you've stored them in your head, and they have been limiting you. They have weighted you down. And as a matter of fact, you got so much crap in your head that when good content shows up, you don't even know where to store it. Free yourself. Stick with me. We're on a journey. It's called effective living. I'm Coach Ricardo, reminding you, you are responsible for creating the life you desire. God bless you guys. Have a phenomenal day. Share this. Tag someone who you think will be blessed by this information. Bye-bye.